So no matter what gender, ethnicity, or culture we find ourselves a part of, there's one thing that we all have in common, and that's communication. As part of the human race, we all communicate in some form or fashion. And to illustrate that, I like to think of a baby. When the baby goes from the familiar surroundings of the mother's womb to the wide open world, the baby communicates its unhappiness in the form of a hysterical cry. And what happens next? The parent consoles the baby, picks the baby up, swaddles the baby, speaks consolingly to the baby. Communication was effective. The baby is now happy, the parent is happy, all is well with the world again. But you fast forward to now adulthood, and communication takes on a very different meaning, or it looks very different. Now, the adult isn't communicating its needs by crying and screaming. Now, communication is a very complex process that has a lot of outside influential factors, 3 of which are ethnicity, culture, and gender. And I think biracial couples can really attest to how culture and ethnicity can influence communication. One of my favorite examples to illustrate that happened about 15 years ago when my brother-in-law and his wife were visiting, and he's an African-American male, she's a Caucasian female. We're all having a good time talking, sipping on our sodas, when she knocks hers over, and oh no, you're wasting your soda. And now she's so upset. I'm not wasting anything. I didn't mean to do it. I just spilled it. I'm sorry. It's not I'm sorry. And storms off. So what was the problem? Well, he used the word wasted. She uses the word spilled. Means the same thing, but carried different connotations. So she didn't understand that he was not being he wasn't insulting her, but she didn't understand that. And that was a barrier, and it came from the influence of culture, maybe ethnicity. And what we can take away from that is, unlike the babies who, no matter what gender, culture, ethnicity, they all communicate the same. They all cry. And that's how their needs are communicated. But with adults, we're not all the same. We have different backgrounds, different cultures, different ethnicities. And instead of allowing those differences to create communication barriers, we can embrace those differences and learn how to appreciate them. And then we can have effective communication instead of